But when have you ever felt like quitting? Like has that ever but you've never quit though. Like when you got out of the military,
right?
Like most people that get out of the military, they end up having a really hard life outside of the military.
Right.
How did you come out of the military and not quit and did the opposite? You just went all in and said, you know what, I'm gonna start this business and I'm gonna go all in with that. Like, how'd you do that?
Well, a lot of people, what they do is they have these finish lines. And I have a saying that says, I don't stop when I'm tired, I stop when I'm done. So when I was younger, I didn't have any goals. And it's not really so much about goals, it's just a fucking to-do list.
Yeah.
A to-do list. And as a human being, if you don't have a to-do list, you're going to sit back and just fade away. It's like a lot of people who are in the military, who are in business, who are whatever, they say, hey, I want to do 20 years and I'm going to retire. Okay, what's next? So I have a what's next list. So then I never sit idle. I never sit idle. There's never one time in my life where I'm sitting back with free time and like just enjoying the sun. I made it. Yeah. I've arrived. No, I've never arrived. And a lot of people say, are you happy? Because I'm so driven that it almost makes people who are weaker in the mind think, my God, you must not be happy. That's a weaker person's way of saying, you've overachieved, David Goggins, and you're making me feel like shit.
Yeah.
So if I'm making you feel like shit, sorry about that.
No,
if I'm making you feel like shit, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
If you ask me if I'm happy, I'm doing my job. Because when I was a weak person, these are some of the things I would ask a very driven person because I didn't understand what the fuck they were doing. Because they were so driven that my mind was so weak that I was like, they must not be happy.
Yeah.
I would find a way to put a title like they're crazy or they're not fulfilled or they're empty because I didn't have what they had.
Yeah.
So basically, if I get these questions, I know I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm making you feel a certain way.
So you stay busy all the time?
All the time.
Like even Sundays?
So even though the good Lord rests,
Yeah.
He didn't tell me to.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me to rest.
Yeah.
I'm a big faith believer, even though I cuss
Yeah.
a fucking lot. I'm a big faith believer, but God didn't tell me to rest.
Yeah. Do you have a special morning routine, or are you big on routines? The work ethic. Let's like a little bit about work ethic. I wanted to go over that. Like, you seem like the hardest working guy out there. Like I can relate to you about with that.
Well, I'm the hardest working guy that doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't take any days off as far as working out. What I realized growing up is you have to build your armor.
Yeah.
Your armor. Your first thing in the morning time is you have to build your confidence. And every day you're constantly gaining and losing confidence. You're never staying the same. So how you build your confidence is if you like what you see in that mirror, that's how you start your day off. If you wake up and you look fat, you look out of shape, you're not, you don't feel good, which is, or you don't feel good inside. So my whole big thing is get up and work out. Shed some calories. Get the adrenals going. Get the mind going. Get all that going. Every day I run. Every day I work out. And every day I stretch. So I spend anywhere from 3 to 5 hours a day working out. I'm constantly thinking about my life.
Yeah.
Raw things about my life because I want to share these things with people. I'm constantly, and see, I don't post a lot. I don't post, see, like most people post just to post. So my daily routine is like, I don't get up and start just posting stuff 3 and 4 times a day.
Yeah.
I post when something is meaningful because I want people to get something out of it. I don't want to just be on social media and say, hey, I'm posting. Let me get more followers. Tag someone. Hashtag this bullshit. Hashtag that bullshit. No, this is a message about you. So every day I'm running. Every day I'm working. I'm thinking about, do I have anything that I can share with people today that's powerful? And I'm constantly writing books. So I have one book out right now. I have my second book coming out. But I'm not going to have it coming out anytime soon because I want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
So my whole thing about life is putting all your energy in one thing. So my routines are always about synergy, focused, hyper focused. It's always about mind, because I know once your mind gets away from you, you've lost.
When you're working out and you're going on your runs and all that, are you? You think that's the best times you think? Like, is that when you're thinking about your ideas to write and all that?
Yes. So basically, when I go out to run, I get all my ideas. All my ideas come from when the blood pressure and the intensity is high.
Yeah.
Because that puts me back in the dungeon.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 300 pounds, my most inspirational time is when I was 300 pounds and I was trying to lose weight, and I was having all these self-talks, trying to find strength all over my brain. How the fuck am I going to do this? How the fuck?
Yeah.
So you start to have these different mantras. Like almost every 3 or 4 seconds, a different mantra comes up. And just there's a lot of power in that, from being that underdog mentality.
Yeah.
And whenever I go out to work out, it's not like I'm David Goggins now, 44, I've achieved a lot. Every time I go out to work out, I'm that 300-pound guy.
Got it. Spraying
for fucking cockroaches. Nothing. Because if you think that way, you can only achieve the best.
Yeah.
If you've arrived and you go out there, I don't need to be out here doing this.
So that keeps you driven. That keeps you pushing yourself.
Right.
Do you every time you work out, do you try to beat your best? Do you?
No, because mostly now for me, it's about going the distance.
Yeah.
If I go out there every day trying to beat myself, that's going to fatigue me. Mm-hmm. Every day I know that there's not many people doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah.